A major WWE SmackDown shakeup is coming next month. Plus, Will Ospreay's Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory opponent has been revealed. Come on. And AEW WrestleDream title match. One of them has been announced. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. So you may have heard, it's hard to avoid it. There has been a litany of WWE layoffs and releases over the last 24 hours. You can check out numerous videos on this channel going through some of the names that have been let go from WWE, and we'll keep you updated with the latest that come through at cultaholic.com. The timing of the releases is interesting because just yesterday they made an announcement about a massive change to SmackDown.
Yeah, so TKO Group Holding has announced that WWE and NBC Universal have agreed to a new 5-year United States media rights deal that will see SmackDown return to the USA Network from October 2024. WWE will also produce 4 primetime specials per year that will air on NBC as part of the new agreement. WWE President Nick Khan said, "NBC Universal has been a tremendous partner of WWE for decades. We are excited to extend this long-standing relationship by bringing SmackDown to the USA Network on Friday nights and look forward to debuting multiple WWE special events annually on NBC."
I'm up for the special events.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be sort of like a Saturday night's main event type deal, but maybe... Because sometimes it felt like they fell off a little bit. Maybe if it's something a little bit sort of like that, but a bit more grander in spectacle, I guess.
Something they gave a bit of time and energy to. It's like they can go some interesting places on a sort of like a non-premium live event circuit for these ones as well. Do stuff a little bit off the beaten track, and I know they've got potential to do it, and I like the fact that they're doing it.
I wonder, do you think they'd do something similar to like what NXT does, where they bring sort of like the old pay-per-view names back for like TV specials?
Oh, I'd love that.
Do you reckon maybe they do something like that, perhaps?
Like when they did Starrcade in front of like 9 people.
Yeah.
Good days. Yeah, I'm up for that. I'd like to see. I mean, I know it kind of encroaches a bit on NXT's territory.
I guess it does a bit, doesn't it?
But I like the idea of them maybe leaning back and doing a few old school things. Maybe. I mean, one of these NBC specials could be like an old school SmackDown, could be an old school Raw.
That would be cool. Bring back the old sets and stuff. Imagine if they did that. I doubt they would do that, but that would be pretty cool if they did do that.
Get that fist out.
Oh, get your fist in.
Get
the
your
fist
in. Get your fist in. Get your fist in.
And that's the official theme song.
That is the
for
official...
SmackDown on the USA Network.
It's just me and you singing that as well. It makes it even better. The one thing that could have done with a little fist yesterday was the TKO stock share prices, because the moment that this announcement was made that WWE were leaving Fox, it looked a little bit like Oblivion from Gladiators. It didn't do very well. And to the point where, now this is the theory, every time there are WWE releases, the stock price goes up.
Yeah. I was talking to Ross about that because I was like, it always feels like when WWE have some sort of like big announcement, this is when cuts and things happen. And Ross was telling me like, it could be something to do with the stock market.
Them stonks once again.
Yeah.
Moving things around. It's not the only TV deal that's changing. WWE's deal with Hulu is coming to an end. If you're watching on Hulu, hello to both of you. Someone asked on X why all WWE content is showing as expiring on Hulu, and Hulu answered, "Hulu here." Hello, you big summer blowout. Hulu here. Our streaming rights to WWE content are currently set to expire, but we'll certainly share your interest in seeing them stay in our library with our team. It's like 3 guys and a rat. For now, we suggest adding the shows in your My Stuff to be notified of any updates. Why am I being mean to Hulu?
I don't know why. I don't know much about Hulu.
Mean.
I don't really use Hulu myself.
Well, Hulu have had like WWE content on for ages.
For a long time.
They used to show like the ECW shows on there.
Yeah, they did.
Like that. And they had loads of extra stuff on there, did Hulu. So I don't know why I'm just being mean to Hulu. I'm sorry, Hulu. Sorry, Keith Hulu, who I presume runs it. Him and his mate and a rat. called Mr. Squiggles.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
I'm on like an hour and a half
I can't tell, Tom. I can't tell.
Oh.
You're a busy man. Things were happening yesterday, obviously.
I did it. Oh yeah, I'm not good. But we're getting there.
We are getting there.
Help me, Andrew.
I'm gonna help you.
Help me, Andrew.
It's all right. Should we move to the next story?
Tell me who's been doing some wrestling game stuff. Go.
Well, let me tell you right now, right?
That was my favourite segue.
That was good. That was the cleanest cut you've ever seen in your entire life. A source close to the situation told Cultaholic Wrestling that the 2K team was at the show doing full body and face scans of talent and recording new voice lines for several wrestlers, including The Rock. The new lines revolved around new voice emotes and some phrases. Along with The Rock, the likes of LA Knight, Io Sky, Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory, Asuka, and some members of the Judgment Day had new scans done, and they recorded new lines as well, which is very exciting. It makes sense that obviously they'll be starting to do development and get things ready for the next installment of the game. With it being The Rock as well, I'm sort of maybe assuming that he will be the main story person.
Yeah, like a Rock
we got
story
with John
mode.
Cena. So we see like The Rock's sort of matches, like big matches throughout his career.
Maybe beat The Rock like we did beat John Cena this time.
I enjoyed that with the John Cena stuff, just to do something a little bit different with it. I always really enjoyed that. I hope they had a little bit more stuff here and there, because the John Cena stuff was great, and they called it like a sports documentary type thing, and he does give a lot more context and backstories to the matches that we saw that we could play. But there was like notable bits of silence during those things. Like it had cut back to from the gameplay to the actual match itself, like footage of the actual match, and it was just very silent. And I thought, well, it could have done with like John Cena peppering on a few lines here and there about certain
Clothesline.
Yeah. Just calling his spots.
You talk too much. Let's go over to Impact that we never talk about enough, and we will. Will Ospreay is part of Bound for Glory in Chicago. And his opponent has been revealed. Last night on Impact 1000 Part 2, it was revealed that Will Ospreay, oh my giddy aunt, Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Shoot that in my veins!
Woo! And that's not the first time either. I'm sure they've
right?
had a few tete-a-tetes, I think, in like Rev Pro. And maybe in Japan as well. I can't really remember. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but I do believe Mr. Englishman Will Ospreay is up in the points against Mr. Speedball Mike Bailey. So maybe we start trying to bring things back around to being a little bit more even before we have a full like blow off down the line somewhere.
I would like that. Maybe Mike Bailey beats Ospreay at Bound for Glory.
That would be lovely.
And then
that'd be a big deal for him as well. That'd be really cool.
And Will be really sad coming to Turning Point at Newcastle upon Time at the Walker Dome the following weekend, where Impact Wrestling is on its UK invasion tour in Glasgow, Newcastle, and 2 days in Coventry. Scott D'Amore, checked my phone, still haven't rang. You need someone to do your announcing. I promise you I'll sleep beforehand.
He promises.
I might sleep beforehand. Yeah, so after that, then Will's coming to Geordie Land. That's going to be a nice time.
Yes.
I tell you who looks like isn't coming to Geordie Land, Andrew.
Go on.
Joe, don't. He's crying.
Oh, poor Joe.
Joe's crying.
I mean, it is pretty sad.
Joe's just off screen. He's crying. Don't cry, Joe. Don't cry. Yu Uemura has been fired.
Yes.
The Feast or Fired briefcases were opened yesterday by Busted Open's David LaGreca. Moose got himself a world title match. Crazy Steve has got an Impact Digital Media title match. Chris Bay has a contract for the World Tag titles. And Yu Uemura got his pink slip, got his P45,
Damn it.
got his marching orders, got an elbow, got the heave ho, got the old 910 jack.
Wow.
Got the boot.
He's gone.
He's been sacked. So I think there's I mean, whether this is the end of like a tour for Yu Uemura,
It could be, yeah.
but I was enjoying the stuff that you and Joe Hendry and you were doing.
Of course. Yeah, no, it was really good. Maybe it is just the end of his little excursion thing and he goes off to do some other stuff. Like, yeah.
Maybe. It would be lovely to see him back. It would be a dream to see him back. You could say it would be a WrestleDream.
Wow.
We have a match announced for that one, but before we do that, during Dynamite and Rampage, the Arthur Ashe Grand Slam, AEW President Tony Khan said that next year's event in Arthur Ashe is going to be a pay-per-view.
Which makes sense considering that I do believe Tony Khan and AEW were talking about doing like 12 pay-per-views next year. Oh, are you okay?
Don't do it.
Oh.
I saw one of them and it was like December 28th.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
I'm still going to be full of Christmas dinner then. What are you
Isn't
doing?
that for this year as well, maybe? I think. Oh, poor Tom.
I can't. I'll be still full of dinner.
You can have dinner on stream. How about that?
I'll be all turkey and I will have had 88 pints of beer that day alone.
That makes for an entertaining stream.
And all that will be left will be the crap quality streets.
Oh, well, hey, I'm happy to watch that. Watch you watch wrestling.
That'll just be the stream, me just angrily shoveling food in my face. Wrestling's done. But WrestleDream is around the corner. Looking forward to that. That's next weekend. Myself and Fraser Porter will be giving you live reactions to WrestleDream, shaping up to be a really fun night of the wrestling, with another match of the title variety announced. It's a little Rampage Grand Slam spoiler, this one, so if you don't want to know what it's all about, this is where we say thanks for watching, stay safe, keys.
Love you, bye.
Rampage Grand Slam, what happened?
So, Grand Slam, after the Dynamite on Wednesday, it featured a WrestleDream match, a WrestleDream title match, top contenders match, featuring the Righteous, the Hardy Boys, Best Friends, and the Kingdom as well. By virtue of winning, the Righteous will challenge Adam Cole and MJF for the Ring of Honor tag team titles next weekend.
And those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward.
Do we think this is where they get it then?
I think not.
No?
No, I think this is... Well, it kind of depends on...
Oh, it depends on Adam Cole, doesn't it?
Adam Cole is a Maybe, what with him rolling his ankle at the speed of sound on Wednesday. So we don't quite know... still don't know, at time of recording, a full update on Adam Cole. Hopefully, we'll have something a little later on today about Adam Cole. Make sure he's all right. I mean, if you were to have to end the story here and move the belts back to an ROH team, the Righteous aren't terrible.
No, they're not. They're not at all. I wouldn't mind seeing them with that and then sort of building something with that too. But yeah, it's going to be a match. Yeah, it is interesting.
Definitely going to be.
It certainly is interesting.
More things it's going to be. It's definitely going to be a match. And we'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Let's do it proper, you young man. Keys.
I love you. Bye.